What did I just witness? Holy poop, that was insane. The hand-to-hand combat in this anime is just out of this world. So the show is called Super Cube and it's a Chinese anime. But if we're feeling a little more cultured, a little more elegant, then we'll call it donghua. And the animation in this show is just insanely peak. However, can't say the same about the story. The story is quite ass. Well, it's not ass, it's mid, it's okay. But I mean, you're not coming into the show expecting some crazy well-written story, no. You're here to see people fuck ass. And man, fuck ass, they do good. Now the first episode starts off insanely strong. So we see a bunch of students studying and one of the girls gets a phone call. But pause. Is that math she's studying? Jarvis, zoom in and enhance image. Yeah, no, that can't be right. She must have grabbed the wrong textbook because what the fuck even is that? Where does the equation even begin? And these kids are like in middle school at most. So she accepts the phone call and immediately gets transported to the upside down. Damn, 4 grown-ass men in suits to take care of one little girl is crazy. Like I get it, she's good at math and stuff, but what exactly is she gonna do? Pythagorean theorem her way out of this shit? Okay, next time bring 5. So she makes her way to the room the caller tells her to go to, and he teleports in, picks her up, and escapes. But dudes in suits caught up to him and tries to shoot his balls off. And when his balls are in the equation, he's not gonna ignore it, he's not gonna play around, so he puts down the girl and says fine, I'm gonna start smoking some asses. So he flips his way down, going crotch first right into the cameraman's mouth, and starts to fight off with a devastating left hand. Now shout out to this guy by the way, he took that punch like a champ, he just got back up, sprung right back into action, acting like he didn't just slip a disc or two and his spine is fully fucked. So first guy comes in with a kick, but he blocks that kick with his own kick, then he pulls back into another kick, catching the guy off guard. Then he borrows some quick power from Zeus and give that man the chiropractor experience, but that is nothing compared to what this guy had to go through. So he comes in, blocks the right, dodges the left, grabs the kick, and obliterates, I mean one-shot his greasy ballsack, causing irreparable damage to the sperm tubes. No more children. Wife, not happy. She was looking forward to having 2 kids with him, 1 boy, 1 girl. So that dream, shattered. Divorce, filed. Then he kicks the dude in the back and that is a terrible look. He got that man looking for birds and shit. If his boss ever finds out about this, his ass is getting fired. What the fuck? How do you even land that kick? Okay, I gotta draw it from a different angle so it's easier to understand. Now thankfully, I do have a degree from an art school, so it's gonna come in clutch over here. So dude's in front, dude's in the back. He kicks up and hits the dude behind. Yeah, this kick is not humanly possible. Wow, I just drew an Among Us. But yeah, after carefully reviewing the footage through the usage of the quadratic formula and the assistance from my well-drawn 1-to-1 image from the side view over here, that kick is not humanly possible. Unless the dude in the back is poking his head up very far front like an erect penis, then maybe there's a chance. But he's not doing that. So the kick is proven fraudulent. Then they all decided, you know what? Let's just start flying. So they all go up, start throwing hands in the sky until they crash into a building and shit starts exploding. Don't know how 4 people flying into a building resulted in an explosion. I guess they transformed into actual meteors when they were fighting in the sky. And now the fight has turned into a 1v1 and the guy picks up an entire building and is ready to throw it at him. But just look at this guy over here. He does not give a shit, he is unfazed. Just look at him staring right into my soul with his purple eyes. Like damn, is he trying to have me whip my cock out of my pants? What's going on here? Then the guy lifts up his hand and the building that was thrown at him just fully collapses. Then he rearranges it into, get this, a cube. Whoa. Then he throws it back at him. Absolute fucking cinema. This truly was our super cube. And there he goes again, just eye fucking me. Okay, bro's had enough. He said, let me pop a domain expansion real quick. But he's talking about starting some sort of cycle and wants the 2 get put into this ball of doom. The other guy can't do a single thing. His gun doesn't work, he can't fly anymore, I would assume, because he's not doing it and the guy said so, that you can't do shit in here. And the guy just slowly sinks away. Got put into a coma pretty much. This might just be Chinese Gojo, and that's unlimited void, but Chinese. Then the guy like starts rewinding time or some shit and he's talking about having a different ending, and now the girl's back in class. No idea what's happening, so many questions, and we also won't find out what's going on anytime soon because the cool looking dude disappears for the next 6 fucking episodes, and holy fuck. She got a full head of hair for her eyelashes, wow. She probably needs to comb that on the daily too. Okay, and now we meet the real protagonist. Our protagonist's name is Wang Xiaoshu. Most people call him Xiaoshu, or like people in the story, but I'll call him Wang, cause It's shorter. And the girl's name is Shen Yao. We're just gonna call her Yao. So our boy Wang has a crush on his childhood friend, which is Yao, and Yao also has a crush on him. And the two know this, so there's no weird miscommunication, anime, romance, bullshit going on. They're in love, but they just found out about it because Yao is fucking boosted in Jenga, so she lost, and she's forced to tell everyone who she has a crush on, and it happens to be Wang. However, as they leave the place, Wang gets beaten up by Jun and friends, and Jun is a leader of some sort of North gang or whatever the fuck they're talking about, and he is Yao's boyfriend, but she just doesn't know it yet. As a matter of fact, she doesn't know him at all actually. He just appears behind trees everywhere she goes, he pops out of bushes, so the relationship between him and her is kinda complicated. But most people would describe him as a stalker, which I'd say is pretty accurate. Also, I love how Jun's meat-sucking balls-fondling machine over here is talking about dreaming of getting a girl out of your league to our boy Wang. But then, he doesn't have to dream anymore, he got the girl, it's a reality. The one dreaming is your boss, and it's time for him to wake up and snap back to reality. What the fuck is he talking about over here? Then Wang headbutts one of the dudes, causing him to fall backwards and into the water. And for some reason, everyone is just so freaked out, they're like, oh fuck, he's dead, he's 100% dead, what the fuck did you do to him? But then he just fell into water. Like, he's not gonna die from that. Did they think Wang is made up of toilet paper and he'll just dissolve in water? And the fall wasn't even that high either. Like, I'd survive that even if it weren't concrete. Like, sure, I'll be paralyzed and go AFK for the rest of my life, but, you know. Actually, no, I'm dead as fuck, but water is more than fine. Then Wang finds a shiny, mysterious blue cube at the bottom of the river. So his first instinct is to put his dick in it. No, but the cube did go inside of him, and he starts teleporting to places. And then he makes his way home, and Yao called him immediately, worried, cause Jun FaceTimed her when they were beating him up and she saw him fall into the river. So she knows exactly what's going on. Oh, thank God you picked up. Are you okay? That definitely went too far this time. I'm gonna call the cops on them. Hey, it's fine. I'm good. I just swam back from the chaos. You know me. They call me Michael Phelps back in high school. No, they don't. We go to the same high school. No one calls you that. You were perma drowning every single class. Anyway, I gotta get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow. So he says he doesn't want to explain the entire cube situation to Yao as it might put her in danger, and he doesn't want to drag her into all this mess. And he's also scared she might just send him straight to a mental asylum after hearing him talking about this magical blue cube he randomly found at the bottom of the river, and now he can suddenly teleport. And we learn about the power he got from touching the cube, so basically now he's schizophrenic, he has a voice in his head. That's pretty cool if you don't have friends. And he gains the classic video game level up system. Level up, get stronger, agility, speed, health, improved direction duration, endurance, and so on. And he can also spam teleport. Okay, but now I wonder, how does he masturbate? Cause he has a voice of a dude in his head that could see everything and anything he does. So it's gonna be very weird when he's trying to polish the rocket a little. How's that gonna work? Kinda the same question I have for Eddie Brock from Venom. Like, how does he ever ejaculate with Venom inside of him? And knowing Venom, that guy's gonna pop up whenever he's trying to pet the snake. So that's gonna be very weird. It's an important question, cause you know, jerking off is pretty fucking OP. There's a shit ton of health benefits to it. And that's of course talking about like to a healthy amount, not like, oh, I can't stop touching my penis kind of way. I'm sitting in my work office, next thing you know, my cock's out on the table. Then that's pretty bad. But anyway, our boy levels up by consuming stones. Those are like XP points. So he goes outside, starts mining and crafting. And the next day, Jun comes over to Wang's class and tells him to meet him outside at the basketball court. And Jun called in the fucking Avengers on him. Also, the system Wang has can tell him how strong a person is, like their combat power and such. And right now, he's sitting at 22. Meanwhile, Jun is sitting at 5. So he'll basically just raw dog him in a one-on-one. However, Jun is not gonna be doing the dirty work. Okay, who invited their deadbeat father to the squad? This guy is not the same age as everyone else in this team right here, because Jun is probably around the same age as Wang, and Wang's in college, so they're probably like early 20s. And Jun's friends also do look pretty young, they all look like they can be the same age. Then there's just this fucking dude over here, a bald grown-ass man who looks like he just got out of prison for robbing a 7-Eleven. The fuck is he doing here? But yeah, so the guy starts dropping combos on him, but none of them are really doing anything because Wang just evades or blocks every single one of them, and his combat power is only 10, so it's not really gonna do shit to him. He kicks, grabs the leg, turns his fist to lightning, and just fucks him right in the face. Wait, hold up. Dangerous action. Please do not imitate. Well, god fucking damn it. I was just planning on pulling this move the next time a pregnant lady walks up to me on a bus asking for my seat. Would have just got up, turned my fist to lightning and just fist her right there, then grab her and launch her across the fucking bus. Secure a quick double kill. Can't even do that shit no more. Fuck. So after seeing that Wang just threw someone's dad away like a rag doll, they're like, oh fuck. Hey, but he's just one guy, don't worry, we got more, let's go guys, we got this. And by we, I mean you guys. I'm not fighting, I'm watching. Fuck that, you guys got that. Yeah, go. So they'll start jumping him. And although Wang's pretty strong compared to all these guys, it's basically an angry alcoholic adult fighting a bunch of orphans. However, these orphans are like 8 to 10 years old, so when they're grouped up together, they can deal a bit of damage. So he throws out a sweep kick, taking out 2 dudes, but he gets hard CC'd from behind, creating enough space for the other guy to come in and land a full clean kick right onto the body. Fucking wombo comboed his ass. But he just gets up, so seeing this, Jun gets real pissed. He's like, damn, don't you dare test me, Wang. I am not afraid to send in more people and have them fight for me, you little pussy. So they all go back in for round 2. This guy comes in from behind, tries to give him back shots, dodge the hook, and just look at that face. We are live watching a man shit his pants right now as I speak. Then Wang turns around and drop kicks the other dude that's running at him. Then he tanks a kick, grabs the guy's leg, and throws it at Jun. And as Jun wakes back up, he realizes it's over. Everyone's dead. Well, not dead, but out of commission. Then another gang comes in, interrupting the two, and these guys are the North gang. Nope. They are the South gang, I think. They are the opposite of Jun's gang. Point is, they don't like each other. They like boobs, these guys like ass, big beef going on. You are just a bunch of clowns. Wow. Very bold statement coming from the guy who's rocking with the Blanca hairstyle from Street Fighter. Okay, but these guys don't have mirrors or something, cause what in the living ass are they doing with their hair? Having your hair stand won't make you look cool or stronger. You're not going Super Saiyan. I mean, this guy doesn't even have hair anymore. Okay, whose grandpa is this? Is he allowed to be here? Does he even know what the fuck's going on? Pretty sure it's past his bedtime. He seems a little too old to be in a gang. I mean, what exactly is he gonna do? Example, they need to threaten someone to get some of their money back. No one's scared of him. He's also like 4 feet tall. Now, no hate towards the grandpa. I think the grandpa seems like a pretty fucking cool ass chill dude, but his choice of hobby after retirement is pretty fucking weird. So they'll start going after Wang because they're trying to show little micropenis dick Jun over here how it's done. And since our boy's pretty low on HP, these minions could just fart on him and he'll just fall right over. So he said, fuck that, I'm out. And he just teleports away right in front of their eyes. Didn't even try to hide his powers or anything. He just went, now you see me, now you don't. Then he turns off the lights, and this must have erased all their memories because no one seemed to question how the fuck did a guy just teleport away right in front of their eyes. So he throat fucks the boss, elbows the body of the other guy, and oh shit, Grandpa's coming in hot. Get his ass, Grandpa! Oh wow, shit. He just gave him dementia with that elbow. That has to be elderly abuse. Now this next move is clean right here. Blocks, elbows the body, elbows the chin, elbows the body. The 3-hit combo. The triple elbow meal. A classic clean move. The guy couldn't even react in time. But honestly, this team comp is so fucking ass. They have such a big handicap. One of the dudes is fucking deaf. His entire team just got cooked into a well done steak, but he has no idea what's going on. He's like, I got the lights, guys. Fuck the lights, everyone's dead. Meanwhile, their boss was electrocuted as a kid and he never seemed to recover, so he's not right in the head. And they also literally have an old man walking around. Like, I don't know what to say, but Gramps is just not a part of the team. He's not supposed to be here. He's supposed to be reading bedtime stories to his grandkids. Like, who in God's name assembled this team? This is not the Avengers. This is the nursing home residents. Now, Jun might be a glass jar up the ass and a massive asshole, but at least he's back to reality. Because he is the only guy who saw the entire situation and went, wow, some shit is going on here. Seeing his friends getting one-tapped and tossed around like a stress ball, he realized that Wang is not normal. He's either on an ungodly amount of PEDs, steroids, super soldier serum, compound V, HIV, SAT, whatever the fuck serum there is out there in the world, he's on that shit. Or he's on some crazy, unimaginable otherworldly things, because I've seen people, and people do not just randomly start teleporting. Except for fathers. They do teleport away every now and then, but Wang's not a father. Then the administrators come over to the place, so Wang tells Jun to take the blame for this entire mess, and in exchange, he won't rip his guts out. Now, I'm no finance expert, but that sounds like a fucking steal. So Wang gets out completely fine and Jun takes the blame for it, and he also won't mess with Yao anymore. So with no more problems to deal with, our boy got ready to start farming some stones to gain some levels. But then he runs into a big snake. Fight happens, dash, teleport, hit, bada bing, bada boom, snake dies. Amazing, gain some stones, lovely shit. However, these stones does not result in immediate XP. He doesn't just level up. He still needs time for these stones to synthesize, photosynthesis. It takes time for his body to absorb them. And right now we're looking at 100 hours. Also, he can spawn in weapons in and out, kinda like access to inventory. Then a few days have passed, and as Wang's trying to meet up with Yao, Yao's late, so he wonders what's going on. And that's when he finds out that she's been fucking kidnapped. Now Yao's life is pretty shit, from escaping men in suits coming through walls trying to kidnap her, to running away from his stalker and his Mickey Mouse gang, and now caught in human trafficking. That's pretty bad, and that's not even the worst part. Worst part is Wang's her boyfriend. Jesus Christ, somebody save her. So it turns out the people who kidnapped her are some big bad villain group, and they are using her to get to Chi Gu Chin, which is the cool looking guy, the Chinese Gojo, the guy that was pulling a domain expansion at the very start of the story. That guy. However, seeing the picture of the man, Yao said,
I've never met this man in my life.
so this guy doesn't like that guy, because that guy did some bad stuff to this guy, so this guy's not very happy, which is why he's trying to have that guy pay the price for what he did by kidnapping Yao, which is presumably an important person to that guy, which is why this guy is using her as bait to have that guy come over and then he'll attack him. Great. And Jun's fucking omniscient, so he just knows all this information by default, and he passed it on to Wang. So Wang arrives at the building, and the building is heavily guarded by people hired by this guy. But we made it to the good stuff, cause Yao is being held hostage at the top of the building, so Wang needs to climb up each floor, and with each floor he climbs, he'll face a tougher opponent. Kinda like Tower of God. Or some shit, I don't know, I've never watched the show, but I'm assuming it's the same concept. You fight people, you climb building, you face tougher opponents, like a video game. Now in theory, could Wang just skip all the fights and then complete the main quest? Snap Bang appears at the top floor, grabs Yao, snap bang out, leaving behind 0 traces? Well, probably yes. But no one wants to see a man running away with his dick dangling between his ass cheeks. And for Wang Xiaoshu's first opponent on the left side of the ring, we have Pablo. So immediately the two start going at it. Wang charges up his fist all the way from the 1900s, gets grabbed, he dodged the right hook. And oh my god, his ankle is crying out piss. A full-blown, fully charged kick going straight towards that elbow is a no-go. Bad shit. But it's fine, deep breath, he can recover from this. Nice, ducks the left hook, counters with a body shot, but that's not gonna be enough. That guy eats those bitches like chicken nuggets. Oh, damn near got fucking decapitated. Big dodge right there, amazing shit. Would have lost at least 4 teeth if he didn't dodge that, and that's best case. Worst case, he gets sent straight to the ER. G fucking G. Fabulous right hand right there, but that's not gonna be enough. That wasn't a critical strike. That guy's still smiling. We gotta knock the smile out of his face. Come on, Wang, let's go, baby. Oh, fuck. That's the last place you want to be in when you're fighting the fucking Hulk. Once he grabs one of your limbs, it's over. Much like an alligator snapping turtle, he's not gonna let go. But luckily, this guy's brain is fried from all the steroids he's been using, so he lets go. We got away with murder on that one, but we take those. No. Remember your training, Wang. You can't be blocking those. Remember the size difference between you and him? Remember that? Exactly. Too big, too much. Shock damage, too strong. Can't be blocking those. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Nice, good dodges. Keep it up. Oh, that's a clean kick straight to the jaw. That's gonna leave some stains. Big critical strike. That's what we needed. Ooh, that was massive right there. We needed that. Keep it going. Keep up the pace. Keep doing what you're doing. He's no longer smiling. Look at that. Put your dick in his dick. Great. Now he's getting emotional. Just right where we wanted him to be. Now he's gonna go into a roid rage. And this is where we fuck him up. Look for angles. Now. Whoa. Pause a little here. This is insane, by the way. This guy is like 500 pounds, full-on, tense, muscular, stiff-ass man. And somehow he's throwing out fucking back kicks that could reach our boy's head. We gotta nerf this guy. Alright, time to pull out the finisher, Wang. Don't worry, we'll distract the ref for you. Ringo, quick, flash your tits. Big win right there. We needed that. Massive win coming in from our boy Wang over here. I did bet my entire house on him winning, so thank the fucking lord I'm not going homeless. So he gets a key and unlocks the pathway to the next floor. Now this next fight is nothing too insane or impressive, mainly because the fight is just so short. It's the pre-com before the big shot comes in. So I'm just gonna brute force my way through. So his next opponent is this guy. He's a ninja, he fights in the dark, he has a kunai, and he's Isaac Newton's worst fucking nightmare. So the guy drops a combo on our boy, but they're no real threat. So Wang rips off his pants, squeezes his balls, gave him a reality check, and hits him with a backflip kick straight to the cheekbones. And he pulls off the tornado kick. I believe that's what you call the move, I'm not too sure, but I am looking at a YouTube short tutorial right now from Trevor Hannon. Tornado kick tutorial. Yep, seems pretty legit. Seems like the move Wang's pulling off over here. Also, I learned that this move is apparently very deadly, because if I go to the comments, I'll see Mimi Master Uguay 4 weeks ago commented, "Thanks, I won my Taekwondo tournament with this kick, smiley face." Now that's some deadly shit right there. We even got proof the kick is dangerous. I mean, Mimi Master Oogway did just confirm he brutally assassinated a man with this kick to get that gold medal. So Mohawk number 2 is dead as shit. Now straight up yawning right in his face while you're in a fight, mid-fight, is cream pieing him with diarrhea. Didn't even have to do him like that. So Mohawk 2, realizing he can't fight this guy head on, decides to disappear and look for a sneak attack on him. And Mohawk number 2 has been training in the dark ever since he was a little baby boy. Ever since he was old enough to be abused by his parents, he was training. So he has the terrain advantage. Okay, calm down, buddy. It's not that dark. The sun is still up, and have you seen how you barricaded those windows to block the sunlight from coming in? Yeah, not very good. So the guy jumps on him, but gets slapped away like a fly. Now Wang might be shitting in this guy's mouth, but when he comes to the speed category, he gets put on a leash. My ultimate move, to move at super speed in the dark so you could never see me or react to my moves. I can see. Okay. Didn't know Wang was also a fucking genius. Call him Albert Einstein. Jesus Christ. Wow. My mind has fully been blown away. My brain is leaking. My brain is leaking out of my eardrums right now. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Jesus Christ. Somebody, please stop this writer, cause he just can't stop dropping bangers. So Mohawk 2's balls explode. He loots the body, finds the key, and his next opponent is a mini P.E.K.K.A. He's like a mini tank, a very scary, compact looking tank. He's like if you were to take a 7-foot man, then you squeeze him down vertically to like 5'6", then that's the result. Very scary, honestly. Okay, his proportions look way better over here now. Also, Wang is absolutely getting his dick clapped. With each punches he's taking, the closer he is to meeting God. His arm is snapping, his skull is cracking, his ass is trembling. It's bad. Holy shit! Old man just violated his human rights with that punch. I'm surprised Wang's head is still intact and that shit didn't just explode like a firework. But luckily for our boy Wang, his stones are done fucking, so he gets a big power up, tons of buffs, his HP resets back to full, his ass is getting big. He got up on his feet and put that old man on his cheeks. He drops a 7-hit combo on the poor soul. But he's not done. He gotta return the favor for that punch earlier. Get your wrinkly hands off me. Oos! Okay, old man got hit so fucking hard he started having flashbacks, cause what in God's name is he talking about? Is that the power of the farmer's 3 punches? What in fuck is that? Unk just started tweaking, the punch is too damn strong. Code red. And he drops the name like it's some crazy, scary ultimate move, like oh fuck, that's the guy with the farmer's 3 punches. What the fuck? But before the old man could even recover from his panic attack, he's greeted with a fist right in his face. But Wang's not done. He did not like the way the old man was touching him at the very beginning of this fight. He did not feel good. He felt violated. So he said, fuck you. Fucking black flash his ass. Well, god fucking damn it. Didn't know we were hiring a bunch of frauds. Alfred, do me a favor and tell me how we just lost 3 of our men to our target. Oh wait, except he isn't even our fucking target. Jesus fuck! Who are these people? Didn't know we were hiring from Failure Enterprises. Fuck! Boops, 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 boops. Fear not, sir. If Unk was considered a professional, then our next one is truly a professional inside the professional. Oh yeah, that sounds great, except it doesn't. How about this? How about we just gather every single one we have and just jump him? How about that? Sounds like a pretty fucking good idea to me, because all these professionals are just a bunch of paycheck stealers. Pretty valid crash out, to be honest. I mean, if I had to hire a bunch of people to have them help me get revenge on a guy who's way stronger than our protagonist right now, and they all just get absolutely steamrolled by this guy, I'd be pretty pissed. And it's actually way worse if you're Mohawk, because if you're in his pants, you don't even know this is the protagonist, so you're just seeing this college student just walking in from God knows where, and he just starts terrorizing your entire place. He starts banking your entire team, so you're just like, what the fuck is happening? Also, they're not professionals. The girl starts tweaking mid-fight because she forgot to take her meds and shit starts happening. And originally she has claws and stuff, but then the transformation got out of control and she's about to bust out of her skin and transform into a full werewolf cat girl or some shit. I have no idea, but it's not ideal. Or maybe she's transforming into an armadillo. So the guy had to come in, calm her down with his powers, otherwise she'll lose herself. So Wang just basically gets a free pass. Well, it wasn't free, like they fought a little, but the fight is ass. Well, it wasn't, it's ass. Alright, we move on. Now, next fight is the big one. This is where the animators just fully lock in. They can join hands, start sharing powers, they combine forces, they start popping a bunch of drugs, and they got right to business. So now we got Wang, an up-and-coming fighter, undefeated with a perfect record of 3-0. Yes, we're not counting the time he beat up a bunch of defenseless children or a guy from a retirement home. Well, actually, we can count the father he beat up, so 4-0. And on the right side of the corner, we have...
我们叫楚木山。
We'll just call him Shu for simple purposes. No idea about this guy, no record, no information whatsoever. However, he does look pretty fucking cool. He got the balanced build, not jacked or insanely massive, just a normal looking guy. So he's probably gonna cook something up. Ooh, I am excited. I am pumped up, throbbing with excitement, rock hard for this match. What about you, Larry? Yes, me too, Larry. Now let's hear it from the crowd. Wow, awesome crowd, loud and clear. They are also very much excited for this match, so let's hop right into the ring. Alright, and we are on the battlefield. Now just from Shu's sheer aura, Wang is looking a little distraught. But wait, he just found out his opponent is only sitting at a combat power of 7. This might just be a quick and quiet victory for Wang. Oh my good god, a spinning left kick straight to the cheekbones. So Shu's actually a very normal guy. Now I know Wang panting heavily over here like he's getting a colonoscopy would say otherwise, but he's just mega rich. And with richness comes being Batman. Except he isn't, because his parents aren't dead, I think. But he has talismans. He's buffed up to the max. Okay, Wang's expressions are some top tier shit. Look at his face right here. Me, when I try to squeeze out a little fart, but it leads to a massive explosive diarrhea in my pants. Wang looking for angles. He goes in with a snap engage. But no, that does not look like what Wang was looking for. And wow, that is not a good look. Getting kicked away while also spitting all over the place. Nasty work. Amazing duck into a flip to dodge the sweep kick. Ooh, nasty massive kick right there. The wall will not be getting away without bruises. Okay, I can't tell if Wang's fighting Shu or the wall. That kick earlier could be a misclick. That punch, not even close. That guy's face is nowhere near the wall. Wang, calm down. We're fighting the wrong battle here. Now Larry, I don't know if you noticed, but Shu is doing a phenomenal, fantastic job at intercepting every punches being thrown at him by Wang. Call him Gandalf the way he's never letting these punches through. Wow, that was really impressive. We gotta watch that back. So he comes in, jump kicks, turns that into a back kick, misses, transformed that into a kick like he was going for the legs, but nope. Farts in Wang's mount, it was a bait, kicks his body with the other leg and flips back, kicking him with his left foot. That is insane. Now one thing I really like about this fight is how they use the objects surrounding them. Example, the chair. He picks that shit up, throws at him, chair breaks. You're like, okay, RIP chair, he was a great guy. But then he picks up the broken pieces and starts using that instead. Now that's fucking awesome. However, just throwing pieces of a broken chair won't save Wang from the fact that his face is currently being danced on by a pair of feet. So in a desperate situation, Wang pulls off the most toxic move you could do to another human being. He fucking kicks sand in the guy's face, catching him off guard. He didn't think he'd be fighting Sandman today. Shu can't see, he gets blinded for a few seconds. Very OP trick, there's no counter to it. Forcing Shu to go on the defense as he tries to pop a potion. Fuck your potion. Okay, now this scene may look like another case of Wang causing property damage for absolutely no reason like what he did with his punch earlier, but no, there's actually a use to it. He breaks that pillar, then he flips and kicks the broken pieces towards Shu's potion, knocking it off his hand. Clean move. Wow, and the fight just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Larry, are you watching this? It's almost like they're dancing majestically. If we were to put some elegant music right behind it, it almost gets romantic actually. Now I can't lie, our boy Wang is getting his nuts tapped in 4 different languages right here. That boy Chu is redirecting all his blows with one hand while trying to pop a potion on the other. Now that's some crazy shit right there. But you know, Larry, Wang is still doing quite well, is keeping up the pace, really just pushing Shu to his limits and... Uh-oh, that's not good. Alright, I just received the updates and hacks have been installed on Chu's side, so Wang's about to have a terrible last day. He slaps away the hand, elbows the chin, transitions that into a slap to the face, attaches dynamite to his chest, taps again to detonate. What a beautiful combo, and it's Shu with the sudden counter that completely catches Wang off his feet. Now I'ma be honest, Shu's utils are pretty sick compared to whatever the fuck our protagonist has. His cute little shovel, little baseball bat, little, oh I'm leveling up, I'm getting stronger, hitting harder. No one gives a shit about that. Talismans, baby. Deficiency supplements. Fuck yeah. Vitamin gummies. That's where it's at. Now Shu's getting tired of just throwing hands, so he deploys his little pet into the battlefield and that little sucker starts blasting Wang's anus wide open with a bunch of laser beams. Bet the Ares never felt that good ever in its life. Bet it was orgasming, climaxing, and just squirming all over the place like a dying squid. Rapidly fingering the air is definitely a new trick. Don't think I've seen that one before. And don't think I'd like to see more of it. Now Wang can't stand Elmo's Chinese cousin spamming projectiles at him anymore, so he said fuck you and shotgun blast his face away. Then Shu comes in with a sneak attack from behind, but luckily Wang was able to react in time and the two traded blows. However, shit's not looking good for our boy, to be honest. Yep, farting blood out of your mouth is pretty tragic. Now Chu's feeling a little freaky, sucking up all that blood. I wouldn't do that if I were you. You remember that wound in your mouth I gave you with that kick? Such a small cut, I won't even notice it if you haven't mentioned it. Oh yeah, I got something to tell you. I have AIDS. Wang's bluff was a massive success. Shu immediately fell into confusion and panic, resulting in him losing focus and giving Wang just enough time to grab his hair. His only weakness. Is he doing the thing I think he's doing? Now one thing I don't understand about this entire situation is, how did Shu just suddenly turn into a massive pussy? Cause his hair gets grabbed and all of a sudden his punches doesn't hurt the guy anymore, as a matter of fact it's hurting himself. And before this he was still shoving Wang's head in the toilet bowl and pissing and shitting on him, but then he just turns to shit. The fuck happened? But it's whatever, you know what they say. Curiosity fucked the cat. And a big right hand from Wang will send that man flying. Oh no, that's a fat chunk of hair. It can't be that bad. Ah! He gotta go bald. But oh my god, Shu is not done despite that atrocious looking hair right now. Oh wow, he appears to be activating all the talismans inside of him. I don't know about you, Larry, but I smell a big anime power-up coming. Shu closes to distance in the blink of an eye, and the ballerina spin kick will send Wang flying. I can't believe this. Wang is now back in the deep shit he's been in. Now, I don't even know what to say about this next sequence right here, aside from, you gotta check this shit out. It all just looks so phenomenally clean. Now, I know the story might make people soft a little, but check out the 7th episode. Just gotta turn off your brain and watch two straight men raw dogging the ass. Then Shu applies a bunch of debuffs on Wang's right arm and then... Okay, calm down, Wang. We get it, you're scared. The guy got buffer, his hair's white, and he's a very scary looking guy right now, but... That's the slap coming. You've been hit by shit way worse. Calm down. That's not Satan coming to take you away. And then he pulls off the same dynamite move, but just on a much larger scale, I would assume, because his hair is white, and white-haired people are very dangerous in anime. Then he took that man out for a quick breath of fresh air, and he also made sure to rearrange his spine at the very end of the ride. What a nice guy. Okay, one really awesome thing about this entire fight is that although there is a lot of animation and shit going on the screen, you could still follow along the fight quite easily. You still know what's going on. You're not over there scratching your ass trying to figure out if you're looking at a head, toes, or someone's genital. But yeah, Wang's cooked. Only the power of God is keeping him on his 2 feet right now. And the writer. Mainly the writer. Then Shu activates all the talismans in Wang's arm, making his arm mega heavy. Then he calls in an airstrike on him in the form of a rectangle and straight up nukes the fucking guy.
不错.
Not bad. Are you fucking shitting my balls? Have you... My man Shu just blew up a person with a piece of paper. The studio went on fire for this shit and that's your reaction? Not bad. Nah, fuck you, Wang. How's this guy still alive? Imagine spending your family's fortune on a bunch of talismans only for it to be blocked by a guy with a shovel he got from a starter pack. Now, Chu's getting absolutely scammed in here. We're gonna call him the ref. Chu's power-up made sense because he had a bunch of talismans, he spent a bunch of money, pay to win. Awesome. But Wang... he just dug deep into his anus and pulled out a bunch of bullshit. Now Wang is also completely turned into Sang Jinwoo. Then he pulls Chu in, starts using him like a boxing reflex ball, and he just continuously beat this guy up hardcore style like he was beating his meat. Then he charges up his right hand and hits the guy so fucking hard. He starts flying through dimensions, he starts traveling through time, he flies into the multiverse, and then he flies into a wall. And now the guy looks like he's been starving for 60 days. Actual daylight robbery. Also, the fight isn't over, by the way, because later on, Shu just gets up, he runs out the building, and they start fighting outside. So Shu makes his 45th attempt to blow up this guy. But of course, he doesn't fucking die. The guy just refuses to die by explosion. And now on the 46th attempt, point blank explosion right deep in his fucking eye sockets, he finally falls over. Even though he's been hit by point blank explosions more than once, this is the time where he finally kicks the bucket and falls on his face. But then he realizes, now's not the time to fucking die. He still hasn't grabbed honkers yet. He gotta lock in, so he snaps out of it. With the power of boobies backing up this left hand of mine, I am fucking unstoppable. 4 titties! So Wang gets up from the rubble, and he looks like shit, so he makes his way up to find Yao, and once he finally finds her, she tells him there's a bomb under her seat, and if she gets up, shit goes kaboom. Then Mohawk comes in, shuts the door, and the room is infused with some sort of magic done by Chu, so he can't use his powers to get out. So Wang decides to teleport the bomb into the cube, which is inside of him. And once that shit detonates, he fucking dies. Well, not exactly, but he falls unconscious. And Yao also gets shot. Terrible shit. But that's when Cool Dude comes in after 6 episodes and he picks up Yao and just flies away. But yeah, that is it. Pops up first episode, shows off some cool shit, spreads some assholes, pulls off a domain expansion, disappears. 6 episodes later, reappears, steals his girl, disappears again, refuses to elaborate. What a lovely guy. But yeah, that's it. You can watch the show on IQIYI. Don't know how to pronounce that, won't even bother trying.